Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Highlight Holes. Today we're featuring Stewart Creek Golf and Country Club in Canmore, Alberta. So it's a semi-private mountain course and was recently ranked 29th in Canada by Score Golf. Easily one of my favorite courses I've ever played. You're going to be hard pressed to find better course conditions on a mountain golf course especially, and in my opinion the whole variability at this course is really what sets Stewart Creek apart. We're going to kick it off here with hole number 6, the Rut. So it's a par 5. It ranges from 426 yards up to 553, which makes it reachable in 2. It is the 3 cap. One thing to note here, it's very sloped from right to left. So off your tee, you're going to want to aim down the right hand side. And it's also a split fairway, which is quite unique. This gives you the opportunity to either lay up down the right hand side and give yourself a 70 to 100 yard shot down to the lowered green. Or you can go straight at the lower fairway and roll it up to the green, give yourself a shot at an eagle. Next up, we've got hole number 7, the Outcrop. It's a par 4, the 11 cap on the course. 277 yards up to 405 yards depending on what tees you're playing. Biggest thing here, if you're playing from any of the back tees, you've got a narrow chute to hit through off the tee, and can be intimidating for some. It's also hitting uphill, so definitely something to consider with your yardages there. It does open up to the right quite a bit, but if you do go a little bit right and possibly short, you're going to have a very difficult and blind second shot. The fairway is elevated down to a lower green yet again, and you're ideally going to want to hit a 225 yard tee shot at minimum to get up to the 150 yard marker so you can avoid that blind shot there. Nice thing with this hole, it's a fairly easy putting green, so if you can get there in 2, you give yourself a chance at bird. Hole number 9 now, Bear's Den. So par 3, 15 cap. Obviously, big thing here is the stunning backdrop and massively elevated tees. You're looking to knock probably 2 clubs down, I would say. It's a 120 foot drop down to the green from the upper tees there. Short is safe, right is safe, but definitely want to watch out for the bunker to the left, and then of course the water there. We're going to skip over to hole number 11. It's a par 5, 2 cap on the course. Very challenging par 5. 455 yards on the low end, goes up to 618 yards. So definitely a lengthy one. You're going to be very hard pressed to get there in 2. A super challenging tee shot. You got to carry it over the water. Clump of trees mid fairway. Just for a reference point, those are about 345 yards from the tips. Very rarely is anybody going to be hitting even close to those, which means you don't want to be behind them. You kind of want to go left fairway, right fairway if you can. Makes the whole play a lot more narrow, and just a challenging tee shot, challenging hole all around. You have some well-placed bunkers as well up towards the fairway and the green to watch out for there. Okay, moving along now to hole 14, 60 jig. It's a par 4, 14 cap on the course, and it is reachable. So 247 yards max from the tips is 294 yards, which is a massive risk-reward play, as you can see by the ravine down the middle as well as those trees. So you got to choose A, do I go for it? And B, do I go left or right of the trees, hitting a draw or cut? And makes for a very fun hole, because if you can make it there in 1, you're going to have a really good shot at birdie, and if not, a possible shot at eagle as well. Last but certainly not least, had to bring up hole 18, Cascade. Just an awesome finishing hole. 410 to 530 yards depending on what tees you're playing, and that makes it very reachable because you do have an elevated fairway down to a lower green yet again. If nothing else, I had to show this hole simply because of this shot of the clubhouse with holes 9, 1 as well as the mountains in the backdrop. So just an awesome way to finish a round at a great golf course, and who doesn't love finishing with a birdie and eagle, which hole 18 definitely gives you an opportunity to do so.